Hi, it's Miss Hurst from Hamilton County Schools. We're going to continue our work with our fairy tales unit today by reading a text called No More Adventures in Wonderland. I'm going to share my screen with you. Today we're going to be analyzing the development of a central idea over the course of a text. But to get started today, I want you to do this warm-up. So for our warm-up today, I want you to think, how have children's stories changed from fairy tales to what is being published now? And I want you to think about that question, write a couple of sentences. How have they changed? We've read a lot of fairy tales now. How are they different? All right, you guys are going to be reading this text, No More Adventures in Wonderland. So I want you to start by doing a first read with this nonfiction text. So notice the general ideas of the text. What is it about? Who's involved? Annotate by marking vocabulary and key passages you want to revisit. Connect ideas within the selection to what you already know and what you've already read. And then I want you to respond by just kind of writing a summary of what you've read. Pause me while you do that work and press play when you're ready to continue. So today we're going to look specifically at how does the author develop the central idea through allusions, which are passing references to other texts. So this author in No More Adventures in Wonderland references tons of texts. So I just want you guys to think about how she uses those to prove her central idea. So first, I want you to come up with a central idea. So pause me while you come up with the central idea and press play when you're ready to continue. All right, so the central idea that I came up with is that children's literature has shifted to become darker in modern times. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for evidence and explanation. So we're going to look for evidence and then we're going to explain that evidence about how that proves the central idea. And we're looking to references to other texts. So to start, I'm going to use the title. So how does this prove that children's literature has shifted to become darker in modern times? So I think the title of the text develops the central idea that children's literature has changed. While it doesn't show how it has changed, the title introduces the idea that a change definitely occurred, right? They're saying no more adventures in Wonderland. It's not saying what that means exactly, but there's definitely a change because it's different than it used to be. I want you to look through the text and find another example of when the text references a children's story, children's book, to prove the idea that children's literature have shifted to become darker in modern times. All right, I'm going to give one more example, and this is in paragraph 3. Alice shrieks with delight when she learns that the Duchess has boxed the Queen's ears and shouts words like nonsense to banish threats. So this reference to Alice in Wonderland shows that there was always a dark side to children's stories, but also shows how older children's stories included some comedic relief, right? Her nonsense to make the frightening parts less intimidating. Okay, so that's going to introduce us to this idea that now we've just taken out this comedic relief. So it was already dark, but now it doesn't even have comedic relief to help. So it's important to remember that good readers consider how an author develops the central idea of a text. I want you to find a couple more examples of this. Make sure you have at least 4, including my 2, You're going to turn that in, and then at the bottom of it, I want you to answer this question. How did using references to other texts called allusions make the author's point stronger? I want you to write a paragraph and be sure to include some evidence from the text in that paragraph. When you're done, you're good to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day.